Hey there, it's Delilah. How are you guys doing today? I hope you're well. You might be wondering, elephant in the room, Delilah, why does it look like this is being filmed on an easy bake oven? That is because I'm filming from my laptop. I don't have the f***ing patience. That is going to be a theme within today's video, I fear. And in case you don't believe me, when I was trying to set up my damn camera, connect my camera to my laptop like I normally do, this is what it looked like. Yo, what the fuck? Hello? Now what the fuck is this? Bro. Okay. Yeah, no. So I don't have the patience. Anyways, on the brighter side of things, I just ordered an actual camera. It's on its way. Better things are coming, and I don't have the patience. Okay. Great. Today, we are going to be talking about, yet again, James Charles. Hide, everybody, hide! Get your kids, get them inside, go inside, get down. Yeah, we're talking about James Charles. I just made a video on James Charles and the whole Spirit Airlines situation. You know, there was a situation with the girl that was fired from her job at Spirit Airlines, and then she DM'd James Charles her GoFundMe link. We actually have her original DM that we're going to be looking at, but she DM'd James Charles her GoFundMe link, basically being like, anything would help, I just lost my job, blah, 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 and then Jimmy Chuckles over here gets on TikTok hooting and hollering about, you lost your job? Oh my god, get a new one, girl. Get a new one, bitch. He called her lazy, he called her a bitch, he called her a lazy piece of shit, bro. Made a whole ass video thinking that like the internet would agree with him, thinking that people would be like, Yes, you're so right. Oh my gosh, you're so right. But he just came off as like entitled as shit because he's never had to work like a day in his fucking life. The last time he had an actual job was when he was 16 years old. He's 26 now. He hasn't had a job in over a decade now. Most out of touch guy in the world yelling at her about welcome to the real world and da-da-da-da-da, like just... And it did not go over well. So today, what we're going to look at is the apology that James Charles DM'd this girl. And then we're going to look at this girl's response. She came on a TikTok and she responded to this whole situation. So normally when new developments in stories and shit that I cover happen, I don't go and make an entire other video about it. I originally wasn't going to make a full video about it. I was just going to do a live stream about it. I want to start live streaming on here or on Twitch, but my webcam's not here yet and neither is my PC. So we're just making a video out of it, but I will use this opportunity to let you guys know that I will be live streaming either here or on Twitch. I'm gonna have my Twitch linked. It's decayingpeach with 2 H's is the username of my Twitch if you want to follow it, and you can turn your notifications on here or on Twitch so that when I do start live streaming, you guys can see it. Hopefully I don't dox myself in my live streams like I have in the past. Yeah, okay. Anyways, I'm gonna stop yapping about myself and we're gonna get into our old friend Jimmy Chuck. Is that what they're calling him? Wait, where's the TikTok about it?
Guys, I think we should start calling James Charles Jimmy Chuck. I think he would get really fucking angry about it. I think that that's a very small level of comeuppance, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so we're talking about our old friend Jimmy Chuck. Jimmy Chuckles, laugh it up Chuckles, James Charles over here. Before we get into that, I'm going to quickly, I swear to God quickly, I'm going to re-show James's original video because I just think it'll be really ironic to show his original video where he's like absolutely screaming and hollering, losing his mind, yelling at this girl, and then proceed to show all the ways in which he's tried to like backpedal and backtrack and take it all back. Yeah, let's just let this play through.
I just got a DM on here from a girl that said, "Good morning, James. I know you'll probably never see this, but if you could just take 1 minute to read it, it would really mean a lot to me. I'm really struggling right now because Spirit Airlines just filed for bankruptcy and I have lost my job. Here's a GoFundMe link. Any donations help." I'm sure they do, sweetheart. I'm sure they do. You know what else would help you? Getting another job. Yeah, try that. Because in the time that it took you to copy and paste the same fuck-ass message to myself, who you don't follow, by the way, and probably 100 other influencers and celebrities, you could have applied for 100 other jobs, but you didn't because you're a lazy piece of shit and you're entitled. And you think that influencers and celebrities should fund your life for you. Why would I ever help you? You're not a fan. You don't even follow me. You've never supported me. This is your first time DMing. And you think that I'm going to send you money because you lost your job? Oh my God, welcome to the real world, sweetheart. People lose their jobs every fucking day, and you're white, pretty, and able-bodied. You're in a much better position than a lot of other people out here who are trying clearly much harder to make a better life for themselves. Why would I fucking help you? Aside from that, 17,000 people lost their jobs at Spirit Airlines. Why do you think you need to go fund me? I can at least 1% respect the mentality of closed mouths don't get fed, doesn't hurt to try. But honestly, it does hurt to try because now you pissed me off. Okay, I'm not the one. Go find fucking Mr. Reese. This is literally his entire shtick. I'm sure the next YouTube video is literally going to be like, I rehired all 17,000 of the Spirit Airlines employees, and it's going to be the real life Hunger Games. The last one of them to leave the Spirit Airlines plane gets to be the CEO of the new company and gets a house and a car and $10 million, and everybody else dies. Go find that video to compete in, baby. I'm not helping you. I'm not fucking helping you. All you did was lost your job, okay? Welcome to the real world. I can at least understand if you were like, James, I'm a longtime fan. Here's a trillion years of DMs and my support for you. I love you. I'm suffering with a really rare genetic disease that there is no cure for, and I'm trying to raise money for myself and other people that have this. Maybe I would help. Maybe I would help because I love you and I appreciate you. This bitch, you lost your fucking job? What are we gonna do? Nothing! I'm gonna do nothing. You know what you need to do? Go find a fucking new one, girl. Put some effort into the workplace.
Okay. Yeah. So that was the original fucking video. Insane. Called her a bitch, called her lazy. What are we gonna do? Nothing! I'm gonna do nothing. What do you need to do? You need to go get a new one, girl. Called her a lazy piece of shit. Whatever the fuck. And then in his second video that we posted, we're not gonna rewatch the other two videos, but in the second video that he posted, he fucking doubled down on it.
I stand behind what I said, 10 toes down.
He also went on a little bit of a rampage about how, people are lazy these days.
A lot of people these days do not have the make it work mentality.
If she put effort into her job application and applied to 10 places, then she would surely get hired.
And 10 job applications and customize your application and your cover letter, letting these recruiters or hiring people know why they should want you on their team.
Yeah. And of course, I pointed out how him telling her, just put effort into it, that's a given. People are putting effort. They're putting effort and applying for hundreds of places, and they're still not getting hired anywhere. That's the way it fucking is right now. You haven't had a job in 10 fucking years. It's crazy. Anyways, and then we have third video, which is him apologizing and taking it all back and talking about how it was privileged. He should have stopped before he posted it. Just fully backtracking from every single damn thing that he said.
This video was fucking stupid. It was rude, it was obnoxious, it was privileged, and most importantly, it was completely fucking unnecessary. It came across as super fucking privileged and I was basically shaming anybody that's unemployed for not trying hard enough to get a job. And I feel awful because that wasn't my intention and it really hurt a lot of people. And I know that it's not that easy. And for anybody that saw that video and was disappointed or upset with what I said, I am super sorry, especially to the woman from Spirit Airlines. Piece of shit, and you're entitled.
And then after that, he DM'd Spirit Airlines girl and he DM'd her an apology. So he said in this DM, "Hi Amber," I guess the Spirit Airlines girl, her name is Amber. "Hi Amber, I just wanted to reach out privately with an apology for the video I made. It was disgraceful and completely unnecessary." Oh my God, welcome to the real world, sweetheart. That was unnecessary for sure. Okay, yeah, for sure. And there's no excuse for me yelling and berating someone for asking for help in a shitty situation that was completely out of your control. I am so sorry for adding to what was already a distressing time. Exactly. I feel like I overlooked that point in my first video. The fact that this girl's already struggling. She already has to swallow her pride and reach out to these influencers, ask for help. It takes a lot of courage to ask for help. And so not only is she put in that position where she's genuinely really needs some money for next month's rent. And then just to have this person with 40 million fucking TikTok followers screaming in your face, essentially saying that you don't have a job because you're not fucking trying hard enough. That is really crazy that in the midst of her already struggling and losing her job and not knowing how she's going to pay her bills. She got met with that. I'm so sorry for adding to what was already a distressing time. I'm so ashamed for most only the video. I'm so ashamed for most only the video.
Huh?
Clearly didn't get ChatGPT to write this apology like you probably did his last one. Sorry, I keep looking up here because that's where my camera normally is. I'm forgetting that you guys are right there. I'm so ashamed for most only the video, but also for being so disgustingly out of touch. Bingo. I was sent your video today, which he doesn't mean, by the way. Like, we talked about that in my first video. His second apology video,
This video was fucking stupid. I am super sorry, especially to the woman from Spirit Airlines.
where he like was actually apologizing, was posted the same day as his first video where he doubled down on all of it.
I stand behind what I said 10 toes down. If you disagree, that's totally fine. That's your personal opinion. I'm not going to apologize for having mine.
His apology video was posted on the same fucking day as the video doubling down. So he doesn't mean all of it. He wasn't reflecting between fucking 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Like, you know what I mean? Just crazy. But also for being so disgustingly out of touch. I was sent your video today and was so... We're gonna watch her video. I was sent your video today and was so glad to see your GoFundMe has exploded. But I also know that getting attention online can be scary and overwhelming. Yeah, he really did just fully put her in that position, which is crazy. Especially when you never asked for it in the first place. Yeah. I've spent the last few days reading stories from real people about what it's like losing a job without notice and all... Oh my god, James, you are so out of touch. The fact that he has the privilege to read stories about real shit that's happening to like real people every fucking day, like as if he's like at a zoo, like that's what life is like for the average person. Just the phrasing of, I've read up on stories about what it's like to lose a job, like that's just like mind-blowing to me, dude. I spent the last few days reading stories from real people about what it's actually like losing a job without notice, and also learning about the journey to find a new one when so many people are already going through the same situation. I've just donated to your GoFundMe. Won't get into that. But also please know I'm here if there's anything else I can help with or do. You have done enough, James. I think you've done enough. Like, if you can do anything for this lady, delete your TikTok. If you can do anything for humanity, delete your TikTok. Also, fully understand if you never want to hear from me again. I genuinely wish you all the best and I hope you're doing okay. Heart, heart. Yeah, okay, so he just didn't mean that though. Like, it just didn't mean that because he was yelling at her that morning. And he also prioritized posting his apology video before he prioritized reaching out to DM her an apology. You know, like his apology video to the public was posted before he DM'd her. So it really goes to show what he cares about more, the public perception of him or the fact that he actually hurt this person. So anyways, he then did in fact donate to her GoFundMe. I have her GoFundMe here. He donated under the name Jimmy Chuck. I'm just kidding. He didn't do that. He donated under the name James Dickinson because that's his legal name. There's a joke there that I'm not gonna make. Let me put it on screen. There's our little comedian, James Dickinson. $500. Okay? Okay? 500. I'm looking at the wrong camera. Dollars. What is $500 to James Charles is the question. What percentage of 22 million, that's his net worth, by the way. What percentage of 22 million is $500? $500 is approximately 0.0022727 of 22 million. Real noble of you, James Charles, to donate 0.02% of your income to this woman that you fucking, oh my gosh, just like mass public display humiliated and belittled and talked down to when she was already in a situation where she was fucking struggling. 0.002%. I am astonished. Like, that is, wow. And then of course when he started to receive backlash for the fact that he donated a genuine, like, you know how they say that like is it Bill Gates or someone? Like, if he were to drop $1,000 on the ground, it wouldn't be worth his time to pick it up because it would waste more time. It would waste more time for him to pick it up when he could be making money, baby. That is what $500 to James Charles is. Like 0.002 zeros, 3 zeros, 0.002727% of his income. Crazy. Insane. And so, of course, he gets some backlash for this because it's like, James.
Okay, James.
Really, man? Like, come on. Like, I feel like the years of social media and all his cancellations self-inflicted, by the way, he's literally a predator and has messaged several underage people, like sending nudes to underage people, etc., etc. We're not getting into that today, but like, I'll take the opportunity to remind you guys of that. I feel like he's just become sloppy because he has reached a point where it gets proved to him time and time again that he's untouchable. I hate to say that, but he is. You know, he still has 40 million followers. And so I think with each cancellation, it just solidifies more to his brain that he doesn't even really have to attempt to care because he'll still be successful and he'll still have like many well-established ginormous brands lining his pockets and also all of the people that follow him lining his pockets. And so I truly think that like the $500, that's a fucking slap in the face. And not only is it a slap in the face, but it is a encapsulation of the lack of care to even look like he cares that he has developed after all of these cancellations that don't work and don't affect him. But he did, you know, he got backlash for this, so he was like, hey, whatever. He ended up donating $5,000. This is weird because his first donation, yes, I know that Gypsy Rose fucking donated to him. We don't have to get into that. But she always shows up randomly. Why is Gypsy Rose just always a side character in all of these videos? I just posted a video a few weeks ago about the Natalie Reynolds, Piper Raquel situation, and she was just randomly in one of Natalie's videos. I don't know. Gypsy Rose just shows up in the strangest of places.
I know you are a little bit insecure about
She's behind me, isn't she? I'm just kidding. Okay, anyways. So his first donation, it says James Dickinson, right? But then his second donation, James Charles, and it has his profile picture. So basically what people are saying is that they think that the second donation with James Charles and with his picture was from his team. Whereas the first donation with no profile picture that just says James Dickinson, they think that that was actually from him. So like, it is crazy to think about the idea that James himself only donated fucking 0.0027% of his income, you know, literal fucking pocket change to him. And then it was his team that was like, oh, that's not, oh, we gotta undo this right fucking now. Like, that makes sense to me that would be his team under a different GoFundMe. That makes so much sense to me. Obviously, his team would probably have to get approved by him, but still, like, you don't even care to fucking do it. Like, he didn't even care to type in the damn number himself from his actual GoFundMe and not his team's fucking GoFundMe for him. Crazy. Really can't be bothered. Like, he really just is so sloppy, so careless, doesn't even care to look like he cares, you know? Anyways, what I will say is that when her GoFundMe was first discovered, do you want to know how much she was asking for? Do you want to know the amount that inspired James Charles to scream at his camera for 2 minutes straight, say, what are we gonna do? Nothing! You need to find a new job. You want influencers and celebrities to fund your life. Really remember those words right there. You know how much she was asking for? How much she was asking for to fund her life? $1,600. You know what that perfectly aligns with $1,600? A lot of people's rent. It aligns with someone's rent. Meaning, once again, straight up, she lost her job and simply was just looking for help to pay her next month's rent. That's dead ass all she wanted. She was like, she could have asked for so much more. It would have been so reasonable for her to ask for several months rent. You know, some people are out here applying to jobs every single day for fucking years and getting nothing back, hearing nothing back at all. Good resumes too, good cover letters, good whatever. Some of these jobs, they need whole portfolios and shit like that. And then half of these listings are also ghost listings. And so it literally would have been so much more reasonable for her to ask for so much more. It is so clear to me that she was just looking to pay her rent, because that's the biggest bill for a lot of people, you know what I mean? And so if you lose your job, that's the first thing you're fucking thinking about is, holy fucking shit, how am I gonna pay my next month's rent? Because the world doesn't care that you lost your job. No, your landlord doesn't care, the world doesn't care, nothing stops, the bills don't stop. And so that's the first thing that people's brain goes to when they lose a job. It's like, holy shit, wait, my rent is due in this amount of days. So what the fuck is wrong with my fucking ring light? My ring light is flickering. Gypsy Rose is gonna appear behind me. Oh my gosh. Don't go in the mirror at 2 a.m. and say Gypsy Rose 3 times into a mirror. She'll literally appear. Yeah, by the way, on topic of the Gypsy Rose message, she did send him $500 with the message. This isn't very relevant, but I just really got to show this message. Hi, my name is Gypsy Rose Blanchard, and I am an influencer on TikTok. I have 9.3 million followers, and I'm truly sorry for what happened, and I'm sending many positive vibes to you. I don't know. It's good that she donated money, sure. Some people are accusing her of like, oh, she only donated for like, you know, to get praise and get clout off of it. I wouldn't say that seems unlikely due to the fact that she was like, I am a famous influencer on TikTok with 9.3 million followers. If you want to shout me out, by the way, here's some money. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just so random. But anyways, can my ring light stop flickering though? Is the question. It's because I brought up Gypsy Rose. No! Stop! Wait, did that fix it? No, it didn't fix it at all. Ignore the fact that my pants do not go with my shirt at all. I look like an optical illusion. Do you work? You better work, bitch. Oh, this one does work. Oh. No, stop. Has my camera actually been that dirty this whole time? No! And in the beginning too, I was like, my MacBook camera quality is so shit. Like, why is it so bad? I'm so sorry, guys. Nope, it was just fucking greasy because I'm disgusting. I probably look so much better now. Oh my god, that's so embarrassing. I don't want to talk about it. God, okay, what was I even saying? Oh, I remember what I wanted to say. Okay, so basically, she was getting some backlash, which is so crazy to me that James, like, there's a lot of people out there that are private people that would never want to be influencers, that would never want to be in the public light like that. They don't post themselves, they don't make TikToks, they don't whatever, like they don't want to be in the public light. They're private people, and that is like something that should very much be respected. And the fact that James made this video, and he did acknowledge this himself in his apology to her, that like now she is in a position in which people know who she is, and she's literally getting hate and backlash after she lost her job and reached out for help, because some brain dead people are genuinely like believing James' initial statement of like, well, she was in the who is Gmailing me? Well, she was in the wrong for asking for money in the first place.
Oh my god, bro.
Bro, she didn't even think James was gonna see it. It's not that fucking crazy. Like, it's not that fucking crazy, bro. A lot of celebrities do donate to people's GoFundMes. Like, that's not an uncommon thing necessarily. So, like, it's not crazy to think that an influencer might send you money. Well, she didn't even think that the influencer was gonna send her money. She thought that he wasn't even gonna see it. So I don't know why people are dogpiling on her and hating on her. And it's just so crazy that, like, she's not a public person. She, like, seems to be a relatively private person. Prior to this incident, she didn't have any TikToks up on her account, and now she is being put in a position where she is receiving a lot of criticism. Bro, like, I've been doing social media for a decently long time now. It takes a lot of time to slowly build yourself up to be immune to hate. You know what I mean? Just the everyday person who's not an influencer or not on social media like that. Oh my gosh, I cannot fucking imagine losing my fucking job, starting a GoFundMe, asking for a humble $1,600 just for next month's rent. And I'm in a position where I'm struggling, I'm worried, I just lost my fucking job, and next thing you know, I'm getting thousands of fucking hate comments. Imagine it is all James' fault, and all he could do was send her $500, and then, oh, make up for it, send her $5,000. Give her $1 million, bitch! Give her $1 million! Like, and then another thing that people are hating on her for is the fact that after she reached the 1,600 goal on her GoFundMe, the goal was raised, right? She raised the goal. Either she raised the goal or GoFundMe has this thing where if you hit your goal, it'll automatically raise it for you. She currently, at this moment in time, has her donations paused. You can't donate to her, and she ended up getting $42,000. So it's very likely that and she does address this in her video, that she allowed her GoFundMe to continue going and continue to get as much money from this as possible. That is the wackest fucking thing to possibly criticize her for. James Charles has $22 million for sitting around at home and sending his bare fucking booty cheeks to 14-year-old kids. And he has $22 million, okay? And she's expected to shut down her GoFundMe the second she reaches her goal. Oh my God. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. Like, what do you, like, I think it's fucking amazing that she ended up with $40,000. I would rather her have it than James. You know how many people have millions and 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 millions of dollars, and not only do they don't deserve it, but they are like criminals and and morally corrupt, horrifying, evil people, and they have millions of dollars, and you're mad that she was accepting donations past 1,600? Go fuck yourself. Like, that's actually crazy. Like, the fact that people are criticizing her for raising her goal, okay, but you're not mad about the that has $22 million? Right. Cool. Anyways, now we're going to get into her response video. She has now deleted this video, and I do have a hunch based off of what she's posted on her TikTok. I'm going to show her most recent post on her TikTok after we watch her response, but I do have a hunch that the reason why she deleted this video, and also the reason why she did pause her donations, is because she's getting a unprecedented and unreasonable amount of hate for this whole situation, and the only person to blame is fucking Jimmy Chuckles over here. So let's take a look. I put it in 1.25 speed. Hopefully it's not too fast. We have 3 parts. I'm going to try to not pause too much. I know I'm pretty fucking bad for that.
It's me. I'm the girl that James Charles talked about in that video. Everybody's been asking for a video, and I haven't been able to make it because of a few reasons. One being my anxiety. I have really bad anxiety. Really bad anxiety. But
I'm so sorry to pause it right after saying I'm going to try to not pause it like 2 seconds in. But just like the fact that not only is she put in this position where she was never wanting to be an influencer or anything like that in the first place, and she's also generally a person that's like very anxious. Okay. Look at the woman on screen. Right? So y'all remember in James's video, in his first video, where he said, "You are white, pretty, and able-bodied. It would be much easier for you to," or what's the exact quote from him?
Lost your job? Oh my God, welcome to the real world, sweetheart. People lose their jobs every fucking day, and you're white, pretty, and able-bodied.
White, pretty, and able-bodied. White, pretty, and able-bodied.
You're in a much better position than a lot of other people out here who are trying clearly much harder to make a better life for themselves.
He said that this woman is white, pretty, and able-bodied. So, not only have people been pointing out to me the fact that, and this is a good point from you guys, invisible disabilities exist, right? Like, people as privileged as fucking James Charles think of like a disability and they think wheelchair. And that's really all their brain goes to. There's a lot of disabilities that are invisible disabilities. These people already get very heavily discriminated against because they'll go and park in a handicapped parking spot, for instance, and then they'll walk out of their car and they're like capable of walking, and then people will literally go up and harass them and accuse them of faking their disability because they parked in the handicapped parking spot. Some people have disabilities where like some days are worse than others. Like, some people have wheelchairs, for instance, that they don't always constantly have to use. I've seen people use wheelchairs for POTS, right? Or like, you know, chronic fatigue, shit like that. Like, let me actually look up some other examples. Chronic pain, migraines, chronic fatigue syndrome, fibromyalgia, diabetes, Crohn's disease, autoimmune disorder. Like, you know what I mean? A disability doesn't mean that you're in a fucking wheelchair. Like, being able-bodied is not something that you can just look at someone and be like, oh yeah, they're able-bodied because I can see them walking. I've seen them walking before, so they're able-bodied. Like, no, dude. So like, the assumption of like able-bodied, white, pretty, and able-bodied, and then also white. So James, why did you say that? Why did you say that? He really thought people weren't gonna find her account, you know? He really thought people were just gonna be like so happy to just jump on the hate train. He truly thought when he filmed that video that it was going to go over well. Why did he lie about her being white? Why did he lie about her being white? So far, the only thing that he said about her, white, pretty, and able-bodied, that he knows of is her being pretty. But, like, this is we don't know if she's able-bodied, person of color, and a woman. And he was trying to privilege check her. Oh my god! What? That's insane. And I don't know if it's a case of misogyny, you know, like something that you will see with misogynists is that they do kind of sometimes like to go for white women so that they can preach a moral high ground, as if the fact that they're white makes the person more inclined to hate on them. They're just like spewing misogynistic talking points. So it's like, well, and you know, calling her white clearly isn't about her being white. It's about the fact that white people are obviously more privileged, and so you think that you're going to be more agreeable because you put the word white in front of your misogynistic statement. So I don't know if it's a case of that. I don't know if it's because he just wanted to up the chances of people agreeing with him. Like, I genuinely believe when it came to that statement right there, you're white, pretty, and able-bodied, you're in a much better position than a lot of other people out here. I think that he really thought he ate. I think that he thought that people were going to watch that and hear that specific sentence and be like, you're so right, James, you're so... Like, you know what I mean? He thought he did something there, and he really didn't, and he also lied about it. And that's just so fucking crazy. That's so crazy to me. Holy shit.
I definitely was waiting to be monetized, and now that I am, let's just dive right into it. I have my iPad with me. I don't have anything really written down. I'm just gonna scroll and answer questions. Did James Charles really send you that message? He did. He decided to message me on TikTok, and he wanted to privately apologize.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Do I accept his apology? So I'm just gonna answer it right together. Hell no. I don't accept his apology.
I agree. What she just said there, by the way, she said, do I accept his apology? Hell no. And I love that. You see far too often people will criticize influencers, and the influencer will like comment on the video where they're being criticized, and then all of a sudden the person who was criticizing them responds to the influencer being like, oh my gosh, it's all love. I like starstruck, and they like walk back on everything they said. Like, that is so crazy. I think that it's so amazing and so important the fact that she didn't accept his apology, regardless of him donating, regardless of him apologizing, regardless of whatever. I think way too many influencers get away with just giving the most half-assed apology and it being accepted.
Especially because he was very publicly with what he said, and then you thought it was okay to messaged me privately. No. So he did message me. Here's a screenshot.
Oh my god.
And
Oh my god. Wait, that was so loud. What just flashed on screen? It scared the shit out of me. We already read this apology right here. We read that earlier. Wow! So they flashed a screenshot of somebody saying you could have just said sorry, babe, and then James Charles responds and says, I am not sorry, heart. And that makes sense. That makes sense why he would say that, because in his second video, he did double down on everything that he did say. So him responding and being like, I'm not sorry, heart, that tracks. Like, he's not sorry. He's not sorry. Like, that's the thing, you know? And I'm so glad that she didn't accept his apology because, like she said, what did she say?
Do I accept his apology? So I'm just gonna answer it right together. Hell no. I don't accept his apology, especially because he was very publicly with what he said, and then you thought it was okay to message me privately.
Okay, yeah, she says she doesn't accept his apology, especially because he was very public with what he said and then decided to message her private afterwards, also, mind you. And yeah, I think I lost my train of thought, but I agree with her.
Here's a screenshot. And I don't accept it. Did you respond to his apology? I sure the hell did not. I did not.
I sure the hell did not. Yeah, I love her.
Because I don't think I could have put
I'm so sad that she got hate for this, man. Oh, and let me show you, by the way. Let me just show you guys some of the comments that she was getting.
Everybody knows that I'm...
James, shut the fuck up. Let me just show you some of the responses that she was getting. Top comment says, James had a point, just poor delivery. Second top comment, 700 likes, says, why did she even DM James Charles in the first place? And then somebody, oh, you gotta be rage baiting me, motherfucker. Somebody also said, she doesn't accept his apology, but can take his money? Okay.
Brother, this guy stinks!
0.0027% of his damn income is the least that he could do. What? Would you let someone do something like that to you and then just bribe you out? Like, clearly you don't have any respect for yourself. Like, your comment, it says more about you than anything about her. The fact that you can be bribed out of being mad at someone, that's crazy. And then why did she even DM James Charles in the first place? James Charles said it himself in his own fucking video. Closed mouths don't get fed. It doesn't hurt to try. That is a direct verbatim quote from James Charles himself. Her message was kind. She's gonna show her original message to James Charles. It was whatever. You know what I mean? It was simple. It was to the point. It was whatever. She wasn't DMing him saying, give me fucking money, bitch, acting entitled like James acts like she was. It literally was just a shot in the dark. Closed mouths don't get fed. It doesn't hurt to try. Like, that's why she DM'd him. Because A, she didn't think he was gonna see it, and B, it doesn't hurt to try. It doesn't hurt to try. She was desperate. She was desperate, just like James Charles was desperate, and that was his excuse for messaging fucking 14-year-old boys when he admitted to messaging 14-year-old boys. Don't forget it.
I'm desperate.
But it's just crazy that those are the top two responses. Like, you guys are insufferable and miserable, and I hate y'all. I hate it here, and I hate y'all. Anyways.
I did not, because I don't think I could have put any words together and kept it respectful. So I did not respond. I just opened it, I read it, and that was it. So yes, he did message me. I do not accept, and I did not respond. How is your mental health? Honestly, my mental health has always been a roller coaster. Currently, I think it's doing pretty good. Definitely, it changes like as the day goes by. Once I start overthinking something, it's downhill from there. But as of right now, I got a really strong support system behind me, so my mental health is pretty good. Another question that I keep getting is a lot is, you keep raising it, kind of being greedy now. I'm not raising it, so GoFundMe, I guess this is my first time, but I just noticed a couple days ago was when you set a goal, once you reach that goal, GoFundMe just brings it up, so it keeps going higher and higher. GoFundMe did comment on one of my videos, and they did explain this as well, so no, it is not me raising it. Let's see.
And that makes sense. That's what I was saying in the first place, is that GoFundMe automatically will raise your goal if you reach your goal. And so she's saying here herself that she wasn't raising it. Even if she was, child predators are out here making millions, and you don't have anything to say about that, but you're mad at her for raising her GoFundMe, which she is saying that she didn't do, that GoFundMe automatically did it. And then clearly, as of right now, as of me making this video, this is May 17th, the donations are paused. So
some people are saying, are you going to sue? No, I'm not going to sue. At the end of the day, that man has so much money that to drag this in court, I'm not going to sue, because I just don't think it's necessary in the situation. I think the internet and all of you guys have been able to turn this negative situation into a positive situation. And not only that, but bring awareness to the world and get other people also donated, because he did go and donate to another, to a couple other GoFundMes for the same
I hope
reason.
he fucking did.
I'm not making any excuses for him though. I'm definitely not. But you know, so I don't think there's any need to do that. How many creators reached out to you? I don't really know off the top of my head. I did have quite a few creators reach out to me, and they did have some inspiring words. I was going to shut off my GoFundMe when it reached like 9,000, and they all told me like, no, don't do that. Like, this is your blessing. How much notice did the
Okay, so I think as far as that goes, it reached the 1,600 goal, and then GoFundMe was automatically raising the goal. And then when she realized that that's what was happening, was around the 9,000 mark. But then influencers, they were talking to her and they were being like, no, listen, like, this is the least that you could get. Keep the GoFundMe up. Like, people want to help you, blah, blah, blah. And so it seems like in the very beginning, she didn't know that it was being raised. And then around the 9,000 goal was when she was kind of talked into leaving it up. And then eventually now at like 42,000 or something, she did pause it. See, and like, this is where I say, like, she's not an influencer. She's not equipped for this. She's not whatever. Because I have seen some comments, bro, talking about how, oh, she said that GoFundMe was raising it and she didn't know that it was raising it. But now she's saying that she chose to keep it up after 9,000. Bro, she's just not an influence. She's not equipped for this, knowing to like carefully choose your words, because people on the internet will pick apart every single little thing that you say. And also, people on the internet are just fucking stupid, and they just want to believe what they want to believe. And so her saying once upon a time she didn't know that GoFundMe automatically raised the amounts, and then saying, I chose to not raise the amount, doesn't mean she's contradicting herself. It means in the beginning that she didn't know that GoFundMe would automatically raise it, and then she chose afterwards to leave it up for a little bit longer. Like, you guys are, like, piss me off, dude. She's not an influencer. It is James that put her in the fucking public light for y'all to then pick apart every fucking little word that she says like this and try to call her a liar and shit. Like, you guys are actually bootlickers for these multi-millionaire predators, dude. Crazy.
They all told me, like, no, don't do that. Like, this is your blessing. How much notice did the other employees receive when you were informed you wouldn't be an employee anymore? Did you have an idea prior? So, how can I say without saying too much? Pretty much no. Like, I'm gonna be honest, no, we did not.
Damn.
I remember May 1st.
So she's saying she didn't really know that much in advance that her workplace was closing down. That's fucking crazy. Like, if I haven't stated enough reasons as to why it would be valid for her to have this GoFundMe in the first place, or like why she might not have savings, that's another huge one, that she literally like hardly had any notice in advance that Spirit Airlines was closing down and like was just out of a job suddenly. No time to prepare. Crazy.
And I said, hey, I just saw the news. Do we still have a job? And the response that we kept getting was, everything's running, operation is running as normal, as usual. We'll let you know if anything happens, but as of right now, everything's running as normal.
Bro, she didn't even find out from them first. She found out from the fucking news that it was closing down before her higher ups or whoever decided to eventually tell her. In the beginning, after she found out from the news that Spirit Airlines was closing down, her higher ups or whoever were just telling her like, operations are still running, we'll let you know. But they didn't even, she had to find out from the news, dude. Which means that Spirit Airlines didn't intend on telling these people that they were out of a job until much later than they did find out, because they found out from the news earlier on. They weren't intending on telling them until even later. That's crazy.
And then, did you have any idea prior? So, a lot of people have mixed emotions by the, did I have any idea prior? Because Spirit obviously filed for bankruptcy. I genuinely didn't think that it was going to happen. Personally, I genuinely did not think it was going to happen, because it was going on for a couple years already. And then we were being reassured by our by our job, saying no, everything's fine, operating as usual. Did you believe or let any of what he said originally
That's
get to you?
fucking crazy. That, like, oh my gosh, this has been news for years. Like talks about Spirit Airlines going bankrupt. That's been a thing for years. So they hear this on the news, they ask about it, and the managers are like, no, don't listen to that. Blah, 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 blah. Literally just setting up these fucking employees to be even more blindsided when Spirit Airlines did close down. Be even more fucking unprepared when Spirit Airlines did close down. That is so crazy. Holy shit.
By our job, saying no, everything's fine, operating as usual. Did you believe or let any of what he said originally get to you? No. No, I'm lying. Maybe a little bit.
Oh.
Like when he called me lazy.
Fair.
Yeah, that definitely struck a nerve because I'm like, no, I'm not lazy. I'm far from lazy. I've always had a job. I've had a job from the moment I could work until May 2nd. And what was your first reaction when you found out and heard his rant about you? I think I already answered this one. I'll show you my reaction. And then I started screenshotting and sending it to my friends. I said, "Is he talking about
Bro,
me?"
my heart would have been racing, dude. Oh my gosh, my heart would have been beating out of my fucking chest. That's something that truly, unless you've been on the other end of that, you can't grasp what it's like. I would have full on had a fucking panic attack, dude. I would, like, she is so much stronger than me, dude. I would have been rocking back and forth. Oh my gosh. And right after I lost my job, oh my gosh, right after I lost my job, in which I was completely blindsided, had no idea that I was going to lose my job, was being gaslit by my fucking supervisors that the job wasn't gonna shut down, and then next thing you know, fucking hardly any notice in advance, I lose my fucking job. I reach out to this influencer. I'm just trying to raise enough money for my next month's rent, and all of a sudden he's screaming in my face, calling me a lazy piece of shit. I would have been writing on the walls, but with my fucking period blood, dude. Oh my god, I would have lost my mind. Oh, and then the fact that he called her white and she's not even fucking white, bro. I would have been ballistic. Oh, I would have had to go into an asylum of sorts.
There was no way. Like, that was literally my first reaction when I saw the video. Let's see. Says, did James Charles donate $5,000 after he was just canceled? Yes, he did. There was a first donation of $500, which I thought was him, but after he messaged me, he did donate to my GoFundMe. He donated $5,000.
Oh my gosh, that was so fucking loud. That scared the shit out of me. Holy fuck. Why does her video cut off? I'm gonna look really quickly to see if there's a longer version. But she did delete it, and the only ones that I'm seeing are the reposted ones that seem to be a little bit cut down.
Yes, I am the Spirit Airlines girl.
Shut the fuck up. Random chick being like,
okay.
I'm the Spirit Airlines girl. No, you're not. I'm not seeing it, guys. If I find a longer version of that, I'll come back. But as for now, that is her response, basically. And then as of right now, also sorry I forgot to include this part, but as of right now, this is what her TikTok looks like. So like, as you can see, there's hardly any videos up. And also you don't see the 3-part series where she's talking about everything that happens. It's because she took that video down. And her most recent TikTok from 3 days ago, so this would have been May 16th, is this post, and it says, I'm so grateful for all the love and support, seriously. But if I'm honest, this is all starting to become really overwhelming for me mentally. Going viral is a lot more intense than people think. I'm okay, I just need a little time to breathe and process everything. Thank you for being kind to me. And the comments are turned off. So from what I can gather, and based off of the comments that I was seeing under the re-uploads of her post with like all the hate and nasty comments and people blaming her, you know. And then also, not to mention, it was around this time that she also paused all donations on her GoFundMe. So like, if I'm putting 2 and 2 together, I think the nasty comments, A, inspired her to take down her videos, and B, inspired her to pause her GoFundMe. And so, yeah, that's just sad because, like I said earlier, she never wanted to be in the public light like that. She never wanted to be an influencer or anything like that. And now she's just full-on, full-blown getting the influencer experience, except not really reaping many benefits of the influencer experience because she's just getting the hate. And so regardless of how James tries to take it back and apologize and whatever, the damage is still done. So yeah. And then let's look at her original DM that she sent him. Shout out to this person. Shout out to you. Okay, so this is from Amber to James. She sent the GoFundMe link and then she said, Spirit Airlines closed, leaving me without a job. Anything helps, right? In James's video, he like paraphrased that DM as if she was like throwing a huge ass pity party, being like, I just lost my job. Oh my god, I remember him specifically making fun of the fact that she said I lost my job.
Good morning, James. I know you'll probably never see this, but if you could just take 1 minute to read it, would really mean a lot to me. I'm really struggling right now because Spirit Airlines just filed for bankruptcy and I have lost my job.
Which is like so crazy. Like, I just lost my job. Yeah, that, like, what? That's very reason, like, what? But, like, he was acting as if she was, like, throwing a huge pity party for herself when DMing. No, she was very straight to the point. She just sent the GoFundMe link and was like, Spirit Airlines closed, leave me without a job, anything helps. That's it. That's it. That's what triggered him, bro! You're joking. You are joking. You are ridiculous, James. And then later on, after James posted his video, hooting and hollering, screaming, spitting at the camera, maniacally laughing at the camera, losing his fucking mind over this, she DM'd again and she said, sorry, I didn't mean to offend you by sending you my GoFundMe. I thought you would never see it. Yeah. Like, yeah, she thought you would never see, like, you know what I mean? That's so crazy, dude. That, like, that's all she said. She just sent a little fucking sentence. And then when he freaked out at her for 2 minutes straight, screaming at her, calling her a lazy piece of shit, she's like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. Gosh, like, I didn't even think you would see it. Having to deal with James Charles' fucking drama while she's already out a fucking job. But he, so his first video was posted on, I believe, May 7th was when it was. His last video was...
Everybody knows that I'm the queen of Coca-Cola. Hello. So I have...
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man.
Bro, the fact that he, like... I hate it, because I do like the Coca-Cola hello meme. Mainly just because he looks fucking goofy in his stupid jorts in that video.
Hello.
The Coca-Cola hello. Coca-Cola hello.
Coca-Cola. Hello.
Everybody making a meme out of that video was to make fun of James, and then he jumped in on it and he's like, me too, guys. See, I'm self-aware. I can make fun of myself too. I hate that he jumped in on it. It's like when a meme is funny and then like ads start doing their own version of it. Like, do you remember that guy's morning routine with the water, and he would like wash his face with the like fancy water and shit, but then ads started like recreating that video and it was like, hey, wrap it up, guys, not funny anymore. That's how it feels with James Charles joining in on the Coca-Cola meme. I do still think it's a little funny because of his shorts. And just because it's catchy, Coca-Cola, hello. But I say it with hate in my heart, and I rebuke the energy of him joining in on the joke. So, but yeah, that was his most recent video that was posted on May 7th. The last thing that he's posted was the Coca-Cola video on May 7th. Which I believe the Coca-Cola video was posted before his Spirit Airlines rant. The Spirit Airlines rant was posted on the same day, right? Probably later on in the day. So he's taking a break. Hell yeah. Is he taking a break? He has. Yo, go y'all. Go everyone. Go us. Community, family, peace, love, harmony. He's taken a break. Yeah. James Charles has taken breaks from social media multiple times, most notably in 2021 when he stepped away after admitting to sending sexually explicit messages to a 16-year-old boy. To 16-year-old boys, plural. Yep, that was definitely notable. Most recently in May, he faced intense backlash and briefly scrubbed his accounts after ranting at a former Spirit Airlines employee who had lost her job and messaged him for help. Oh, and by the way, it turns out he apparently posted the Spirit Airlines video on his spam account. I didn't even know that he had a spam account. This is the account, and as you can see, the most recent video on that account is his apology video. The apology video was posted on May 9th. So on his main TikTok account, he hasn't posted a single thing since May 7th. And on his spam account where he posted that original video, the last thing that he posted was the apology video from May 9th. So it has now been a good 2 weeks since he's posted. Hopefully he keeps it going. Also, what I will say is that he has been dropping in followers. When this all first happened on his main TikTok account, he was at 40.8 million. And now, as of this current day, he is at 40 million. Hopefully, by the time I post this video, hopefully he's at 39 by then. A lot of people are like really hyped about this. They're showing videos of his like live follower drop. Isn't that low-key magical? I'm just gonna leave this on screen while I talk. In the past week and a half since all of this started, he's lost 800,000 followers. But let me just remind you guys that when Tati Westbrook posted her Bi Sisters video, where the accusation with the Bi Sisters thing was that James was flirting with straight men, which is bad. Don't get me wrong. That's not good. But with that whole thing, he lost 3 million followers in one single day. And so, yes, sure, this is something to celebrate the fact that he's losing followers in general, but it's like, we gotta do better, guys. How did we run a stricter program back in fucking 2017 with the Bi Sister shit than we do now? Have we really become that desensitized? Hey, but at least this is his biggest unfollowing since the Bi Sister stuff. Like, at least we have that. What is crazy to me is the people admitting that this is what made them unfollow him. That's great that you unfollowed him, but why the fuck would you say that out loud? Why would you admit that when he was exposed for talking to multiple children, minors, sexually, sending nudes to minors, you stayed following him through that? This is what did it for you? And that stuff is so proved. That stuff is like factual. It is very substantiated. It is a fact that he was talking to children inappropriately, knowing their age. I don't know. The people admitting to unfollowing him over this, I'm side-eyeing the shit out of you. Like, obviously I'm... Sorry, I thought I ate a bug. Like, obviously I'm happy that you unfollowed him, but you're also a fucking weirdo. Oh, now it affects you, so you care. Oh, now, since you're in the working class and what he said offended you, now you care. Now you care. But you can't empathize with the 14-year-old boy because you're not a 14-year-old boy, or you've never been victimized by blah, 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 blah. And apparently, in order to have empathy nowadays, and we need to have experienced shit like that firsthand. We need to relate firsthand in order to have empathy. Like, that's just crazy. Because that's what it says to me. That you care because you're personally affected by it, because it hits close to home, because you might be struggling, which is awful. But the stuff with him talking to underage kids, either you're a predator yourself and that's why it's easy for you to excuse it, or you just have like the empathy of a fucking cheese grater, like an inanimate object. It's crazy that you're admitting it too. Like, we're not gonna applaud you for that. You are not on our side. What I will say, some people are saying, and I don't know how much I believe this whenever people say it. Sometimes I think it's an excuse, but some people are saying that they checked James Charles' account and found out that they were following James Charles when they have like no recollection of following James Charles. And the accusation here is that he like buys his followers. And so you were bought by James Charles to follow him. I don't know if that's how botted followers work. I see a lot of people say stuff like that, like being like, oh, Charlie D'Amelio bought me as a follower. Did she? I don't know. Because botted accounts, from what I know, are like inactive accounts. They're like, it's not just, you can't just buy me. Like, I don't know. Maybe. But hey, if that is true, I do encourage everybody who is watching this video, check your TikTok accounts, see if you're following him. Maybe the whole botted thing is true. Maybe he can buy actual people as followers. So the best way to prevent that is to check to see if you're following him, even if you don't recall following him, and also block him. If you block him, he can't buy you back, because that's a thing that people can do, apparently. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, cut back to me. I'm pretty sure I'm still going on a rampage about the fact that he is on a break right now, because that's awesome. Hell yeah. Hopefully it stays that fucking way. Computer, Show me James Charles falling down the stairs again. I feel better. But anyways, yeah, so that is where all this stuff stands with Amber's response. I'm glad that she reached her GoFundMe goal. I'm glad that she surpassed her goal. And I think James Charles owes her $1 million fucking dollars. I stand by that. I stand by that. I stand by that. You owe her $1 million fucking dollars. And then I'll forgive you, I swear. I'll forgive you. Yeah, and that is where we are sitting as of today. Let me know your thoughts. Also, let me know again what you think about this type of content. I don't normally post content like this where I'm like up to date on recent stuff that's happening, but I've been really enjoying it, and so I think I'm gonna do it more often. I'm also gonna start streaming soon. Once again, I will have my Twitch linked down below. The username is decayingpeach with 2 H's, and like I said, I just ordered a webcam. I'm also in the progress of getting an actual PC that's not this dog shit MacBook. I'm in the process of getting some nice equipment, and I want to start doing some streams either here on YouTube or on Twitch. You can turn the notifications on for both here and on Twitch to be notified when I do start going live. I'm not going to be playing games. I'm probably just going to be doing like reaction type stuff. That's kind of more up my alley. You guys don't want to see me play games. You really fucking don't. Anyways, yo, also follow me. Subscribe. I have a silly video coming up next, a Reddit video. I've reacted to a subreddit in my next video, which is exciting because I haven't done that in a long time. And then, because I know some of you guys have been waiting, I have a deep dive on Katy Perry. Speak of fucking child predators. Oh yeah, guys, it's bad. It's fucking really bad. I have a video on Katy Perry coming up, so stay tuned. Let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know your thoughts about him lying that she's a white woman. That... holy fuck, that blows my mind, guys. Oh my god. Okay, that'll be all. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys